Baller alert!
The dream is real.
Get up, get up, get up.
It's about to go down. Newsflash.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Slacking on your pimpin', turn it up.
You know, if you're gonna shoot, you better shoot straight because a wounded animal is the worst thing you can deal with.
Facts.
Welcome to the Baller Alert Show, featuring your lifestyle specialist, Kitty Burns, with Sue Solo and Ferrari Simmons.
The dream is real.
Ferrari did the BET Social Awards yesterday on the red carpet.
Hey.
I saw y'all. I was kind of happy.
Lit.
I thought you were hosting at first. I don't know what was going on.
You looked good.
When I was there, they were like, "Why aren't you hosting?"
I know.
People from BET.
Why didn't you host?
I sent them a DM.
Y'all both should have hosted, but no, they had who?
They had DC Young Fly and
that's
Jessica Hilarious.
And they're
hilarious.
Next year will be a different story.
Sure, yeah.
Why not?
Because everybody in the building knew who I was, so it was cool.
That's dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As they should. This your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns.
Kid Ferrari Simmons.
Your favorite Ethiopian Sue Solo.
I be on my remix.
Gets
My bad. Joy,
more
don't
and
be
more
laughing at me.
intricate every week.
Joy, you was popping this week on Baller
Yes.
Alert. I just
Joy
want you
got
to know
videos.
Thank y'all.
Yo, you know,
Got
you
likes,
weren't even
comments.
expecting all that.
Hey, put it back on the screen.
Follows.
Yeah.
One more time. Run it big.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we played an extensive piece of the joint. You know what I'm
I
talking
really
about?
appreciate
I was
it.
like, okay.
I was like, the fam looked out for the kids.
That was really Octavia. Like, could you please take care? Because, you know, she filling in
Looked out
for
for
me. You know what I'm
us.
saying? She
Soon
looking out
Joy
there.
gonna have that booking info in that bio.
Yeah.
Once
It's
that
not there
appears,
already?
is it
No,
up there?
that's not there.
Once it goes up there, it's over.
I just want to tell everybody that Ferrari came in here with gifts this morning from
Hey, one time for Lala
from Nick Cannon. Lala,
Nick Cannon.
you. Lala, don't
Directly
don't do
from
that.
Nick
Don't
Cannon.
do that. Don't do that. Nick could have sent them, but you brought them in here.
Yes.
She's the
So
plug.
you get more credit. Nick
Thank
knows
you.
better. He better bring his ass over here and deliver them next time.
He'll be here and I'll make sure.
That's right. Thank you,
I like
Nick.
the name.
Incredible.
Incredible one. It just makes sense.
I like the hustle. Okay. All
The
right.
hustle is me.
I love it. He's a hustler.
And I tried them already, so they're really good.
Yeah,
They
you
are?
tried them at
No
the
cap, I'm
station.
not just saying that.
Yeah.
You sure you're not?
Yeah.
You don't have an endorsement deal?
No.
Are you positive?
I promise.
They don't.
I mean, because the way you
They
brought
didn't
Lala
pay
in
you to-
here,
you
it was
kinda
just
get
like,
word.
No, they were so good.
Yo.
I said, yo, you got to come, baller, holla at Nick, see if he cool with it. He gave her the okay.
Yeah.
She's here. Thank you, Nick.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Lala.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lala.
Thank you so much.
You're so sweet. Rory, so you were at the Social Awards. How
Yeah, I was
it?
at the black carpet on the BET Social Awards.
It seemed
Yes,
more
for
turned
the
than the
black
regular
carpet.
awards. I'm just saying. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it was
I ain't
lit
gonna
because
hold
a lot of personalities. It's social media based, so a lot of the people that are on social media that have a lot of characters and they just animated. It was just so animated. So everybody who came down the black carpet was just very social because it's the BET
Dope.
Social
Yeah.
Awards. So the interviews were fun. We're gonna have some coverage. I was out there with our video guy. It was super dope. Got
Awesome.
some good crazy drops.
Yeah, I saw you.
I got a little messy. I usually don't get too messy, but I got a little messy on a couple of things.
What you talking about? Lord.
You know what? You're gonna have to wait and see the footage, okay?
Because I actually was looking on IG stories and I saw you announced that you
I
were
was
there and I
asking
saw
Team
no more
Chloe or
stories.
Team Jordan.
Are you serious?
You know, had some interesting comments by some interesting people. Some people broke up on social media.
What?
Yeah.
I asked some questions about that. You know, I was all in their business, man.
We're gonna talk about that on the
So-
case.
I asked people how much money they made on social media. Some
Sounds
people
like a
told me.
Baller Alert exclusive.
Some people
then.
told me they made 200,000, 100,000. Somebody told me they made $1 million on social media last year.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's a lot of
Who was
money.
that?
Hello?
Strictly social media.
Who was that? Okay, who made the millie?
She actually got no, I can't tell you.
She, motherfucker.
Yeah.
She.
She,
It's already
Recap coming
narrow it
soon.
down.
It's a she.
Natina released the footage. Okay, thank you.
Was it Jay? That girl Jay? That girl Jay funny.
Watch Jazzy was there.
From Baltimore. I think she's from Baltimore.
DC, she's from DC.
Okay.
She is hilarious.
She won an award. She did good.
Oh, dope. Good for her.
It was dope. Super dope.
I love
DC
her.
Young Fly, of course, was crazy.
He hilarious.
I saw
him and
him.
Jess Hilarious are hilarious. No pun intended.
Yeah, a lot of the people you see on IG that go viral off those little skits, they were all there. Dan Rude, the little dancing guy.
They
Yes.
get in the bag, but I do want to.
The whole award show.
I saw the footage of Blueface.
Blueface was there.
He got a number
performed.
one song. Lil Duval posted it this morning. He said, look at all these motherfuckers with their cameras up there. They not even dancing. This is the number one song in America, and they not dancing. They were literally like this.
Because everybody was dressed so nice, people really was like, I don't want to mess my outfit up.
Go ahead with that.
No.
I'm telling you, they were stiff. They were stiff.
Bro.
It was lit though.
They were trying to keep it
when he
together for the
performed,
cameras.
it was lit.
It was.
I don't know how. Maybe the angle of Duval was Duval there because I
Duval
didn't see
just
him.
making the joke.
Okay,
That's
cool.
all.
Yeah.
You know how
It was
Duval
lit.
do.
Sue, how was your weekend, lovely face?
Weekend was great.
I love your energy today. Your light is projecting off of your forehead. It's
Thank
amazing. I
you.
love it.
You know what? Matter of fact, Joy, can y'all do something about these lights? Cause my forehead just be out.
No,
here.
not. I wasn't saying like. No, your
just
forehead
be-
is not big. I don't even know what he's talking
I
about.
have
I was
a
just
big
saying
forehead, but the
Oh,
light be
Lord.
making
No, your
it
forehead's
worse
not
in this
big.
room.
It's not
yeah,
big.
can y'all like
That
on
wasn't
Mondays?
the-
Can y'all
that
just
wasn't
turn it
the-
the other way?
I'm
Your
just
forehead's not
saying
big,
your hair is
Sue. It just
snatched back.
protrudes.
It's fine. I had a fabulous weekend.
Jesus Christ! Can I give a compliment to my boo?
I appreciate it, boo. It was great. Y'all know every Saturday I'm at Atlantis for
That's
the
right.
brunch ATL 11 to 7. You guys got to come check it out.
Is the food delicious?
The food is pretty
Oh,
good.
the food's good. I had the chicken and
food's pretty
waffles last
good.
time I went.
Okay.
Yes, it's pretty good.
I wanted to go home because I was tired. After
You seen that commercial when somebody they doing a tattoo and he's like, "How good are you?" I'm all right.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like kids.
You're overstepping your boundaries, dude. Like, don't ask.
I've been
I'm like, how's the
seeing
food?
those
It's all right.
It's cool. It's alright. No, it's
good.
cool. It's a good time. DJs go in. I'm gonna start having Rari come through more often. I definitely want to do like
DJing.
a once a month like baller alert, Streets 945 situation, kind of bring everybody together or whatever. So
Well,
I'm
if I
looking forward
come
to that.
and it's a ball alert thing, it has to be all R&B. I can't listen to no little Sky.
We can
no little
do
tattoo face.
R&B for a good while, maybe not the whole time.
No. If I come,
Not the
it's gonna
whole
be
time.
it's gonna be a throwback. I can't do it.
We can do that. We can do that.
We'll talk about my frustration with the club
let's-
shortly.
Yes, because
How
Kenny
was your
Burns has some
weekend, Big
frustrations
KB?
with the club. He's over
You know what I'm
it.
saying? I'm just over it, man. I'm tired.
Oh, wait.
I got looking over my head from my hat.
I
can't
closed
do it no
I
more.
closed Compound this past Saturday.
Murder.
Cause you
I
a
did good.
closer, my
What'd
guy.
you play,
You
motherfucker?
the
Did you play
man.
Lil Vane?
I didn't play Lil Vane.
I don't know. That
I
person
played
doesn't
Bust
exist. I'm
Down
just saying.
Tatiana for the game.
Wait, did you catch that though? He just made up a little name. He just
That's probably a rapper's name, Lil Vane.
right. But the fact that he don't know, he
Lil Vane.
just
No,
made it.
I am
up, like,
over it. I am completely
how over it he is.
Now, I will say this. So the Blueface dude, the Tatiana's catchy. I can see why somebody turning up to that in the club. It's catchy. You know what I'm saying? And the hook.
Bust Down for the gang.
Yeah, for the gang, right? Oh Lord, look at the John over here. But the music just gets me. I don't know. Anyway, my weekend was amazing. I went to Detroit. I love Detroit. What up, though? Detroit is one of my favorite places on the planet, man. I think that those cities, they like to party, like really party, and they don't like Tatiana played.
You say that all the time. I feel like whenever you travel, it just is an eye opener for you that we might not party as hard
I think
as we
people are
used to.
spoiled in Atlanta. You know why? Because
Nah,
Atlanta
youngins
has
don't
very
party.
nice hookahs and there's too many tips. So you have to limbo
Don't blame it on.
under the
That's
hookah.
true. We
I'm
talk
not
about
blaming
that.
it on
No,
the
we talk
hookah.
about
I'm
that.
just
That's true.
saying,
Wow.
if
That's
you have a
true.
big section, you have to be. You're kind of careful.
Oh no, I turn up.
Because you well, let's say you're
The
in
way she
Don,
was
Don, you're
at the
promoting
brunch.
you're promoting your EP.
No,
Of
honestly,
course
the
you're
way
gonna
she
turn up.
was at the brunch last week,
I
All
turn
this
up.
self-promotion
Let's say
going
you're
on.
in
I
a
don't know
section
what's
with
happening.
5 hookahs.
I
I'm
promise
changing
you,
club
right.
culture.
If you're in a
I'm
section
changing
with
club
5
culture.
hookahs, you have to be careful.
No,
'cause
you
you're
just
gonna
stand on the
knock 'em
couch.
out.
We
Okay,
knock
but
it down. We buy another one.
There are so many other things you got to look
This
at
is the
too. A
bullshit.
lot of
The
clubs don't
coals
even
make
have
the
real
thing
dance
catch on
floors
fire.
anymore. But Rari, a lot of clubs don't have real
Jesus
dance
Christ,
floors
what is so
anymore.
funny?
They're all
That's
tables.
true. They're all tables,
They're
and
all
then tables
tables.
have bottles and hookahs.
Right, but you expect the tables
You
to
can't
act
have a
like
good
that.
time with all that shit. It's too much to think about.
It's
Tentacles
a
and
lot.
coals,
Okay.
and heels,
So when you go out of
and
town,
wigs
I've been
everywhere.
to
This shit
Detroit
is some
too.
frustration.
Check this out.
Everywhere.
I went out of town with Jeezy. No hookahs was available, and you just had alcohol, and they had a big ass dance floor. Guess what they did?
Dance.
Party. Dance.
Yeah, that's why I go out of town a lot. Atlanta, I'm telling y'all, we gotta get back to the party, man. And everybody's on the bandwagon because of what Puff said. The people
Yes.
don't party. So I mean, even North Carolina, the one promoter up there, we doing a no artist party. Smartest thing you ever did,
yes.
genius.
I
You have no expenses.
I know
Fucking
exactly
genius.
who you talking about. I know
What the
exactly.
fuck?
I mean, shit.
All right, now it's time for In Case You Missed It.
Just in case.
You missed that.
Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
Damon Dash.
He
Damon
turned
Dash.
himself in, ain't he?
Child support.
This
You
is
gotta pay that shit,
this
boy.
is a long time
He said he paid it.
friend, and I am concerned. I'm concerned. Social media is the gift and the great gift.
Yes.
And curse, and I
Agreed.
think it's not helping my brother. I think the dysfunctional part is helping, but this new thing about him not paying child support. Of course, he went. TMZ got him saying, no, that's not true.
I
my
have
wife
proof
was,
that I paid.
Exactly. My
Rachel
wife was
Ward
drunk.
pays
Exactly.
herself.
So what do y'all think, man? I mean, it's almost like, damn, our legends. Can we keep our legends whole?
I think on one hand, you look at some of his issues and you're probably like, damn, like you should have been paying attention to that. You shouldn't have left that up for someone else to handle. And it kind of almost starts to seem like it's repetitive. It's like there's always something that someone else isn't doing that you weren't aware of. So at some point it's like, okay, let me get a grip of what my concerns are and make sure that they're getting handled. I do think that he's trying to clear his name. I don't think he's trying to be messy. I don't think he is trying to personally, I don't believe that he's trying to be messy, but I do think that he's trying to defend himself. But social media can turn
I will
into
say this
two
though.
completely
Sometimes when you put all your stuff out there and you get so ornery about like what it's going on and who did you wrong and this, that, and the third, it becomes a cycle.
Definitely.
And it doesn't help in court, I'm sure. I'm sure it doesn't help in court. It's intimidation when he go, because he goes so hard. You know, he be on the joint going hard. This is my third and so and the bow bow. And just,
well, guess what?
He don't be having no guns.
As a frequent child support payer and a great dad, may I add, that's one person that you cannot
child support.
Them people will come get your ass. I don't give a damn who you are, how popular you are, how nice or nasty 100%. You are. It don't matter. 100%. And I'm pretty sure it was some retro pay involved. So meaning, if he goes a certain amount of time without paying it, you accrue retro pay.
Right.
And when you have retro pay, you cannot leave the country, depending on his situation.
You know the whole shit, huh?
Yeah, them people send you a letter. When you change jobs, they send you congratulations to your new job letter.
Here's what we take.
We will continue to deduct X and X and X from your paycheck.
Yeah, but you also saw like Kevin Garnett and them.
Yep. Hold on, wait.
They talking about $200,000 a month.
Oh Lord.
And wait, hold on. And then the dude, what's the dude that used to play here? He was our starter for a long time in Atlanta.
Which one? The basketball?
Oh, there you go. What's his name?
Josh
His name
Smith
is Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnson. Oh yeah.
He said
he wanted his deducted down.
Yeah, but the cold thing is when Gilbert Arenas, if y'all this man,
I saw his comment.
He commented saying, "No, we can have all the money in the world, but if we not working, that means no income is coming in."
Facts. I think the percent off the income.
He's like,
listen, no, it's you don't know where that money is anymore.
Yo,
so
but I want to say this
though. It is based off income, but you know you have the money.
No, nobody knows you have the money.
No,
That's
you
impossible.
know he's on record for getting $200 million.
I'm on child support. Y'all can't tell me this shit.
No, I can tell you.
No,
Rory, listen, you're not listening.
He's not. If he's not working.
It doesn't matter. If you have $200 million and you're only paying.
He has $200 million in the bank.
Time out.
Y'all know this?
Can I give you the scenario?
Y'all know where the money's at.
Can I give you a scenario?
I don't know.
Therefore, you can't.
This is painful for Ferrari.
Listen to the scenario.
Ferrari feels this in his core.
I got money in the bank, but I'm not working. How is she supposed?
Rory, we're not talking about you. We're not talking about your 94.5 salary. We're talking about an NBA superstar.
Out first. Let's get the
scenario out.
No, but it
still don't matter because he still has NBA superstar bills.
No, listen.
Well, maybe he should change his lifestyle so he can take care of his kids.
Rub the furry wall.
That's not how that should go.
He should change his lifestyle.
Rory, can I give you a scenario?
No fucking way.
Rory, can I give you a scenario?
Take care of your kids.
He can play basketball, so what?
Well, taking care of your kids ain't spending no $300,000 a fucking month. That's ridiculous.
I'm not saying that either.
Rory, let me give you a scenario. All I'm saying,
Go ahead.
So the scenario is that allegedly it's like a $7,000 a month bill that he's paying.
Okay,
and from what they're saying is that he doesn't want to pay that. And
he wants to take it down.
Hold on. And although the two originally agreed on $6,200 a month in support, which covers her rent and he can no longer afford the payment.
If he proves it, he's right.
No, he's not right. He can't afford it.
If he proves
if you can't pay your baby mama $6,500 and you have made 4 contracts, I think 3 contracts, 2 that were huge, you can't pay that. Come on, nigga, bro. That ain't fair.
How are you saying?
Ain't fair. Nobody should get $200,000 a month.
I'm not here to say it's fair or not.
He's saying he going back on $6,200.
But my nigga, you act like he can't go bankrupt or he can't mismanage his money.
He's not though.
How do you know that?
He's not bankrupt.
You don't know that.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
If he's not bankrupt, then what?
If he's not bankrupt, then yeah, my nigga, you got to take care of your responsibilities as a man. Yeah, you shouldn't, but you shouldn't be publicly saying that if you can afford it. But if you can, how do we know he really can't afford it?
Right, but
why wouldn't he be able to afford it because of his lifestyle?
I'm just saying, I'm over here like y'all just was quick to say boom. I'm over here like,
$6,200, that's damn near your child support. I'm just saying, like, you trying to tell me this man with 4 NBA multi-million-dollar contracts?
But if you say he can't afford it, he can't afford it.
Yeah, but that's petty. Okay,
But can he not afford it because he's trying to maintain a certain lifestyle? Is that because I heard you mention lifestyle?
I guess I know these people.
I heard you mention lifestyle.
If the income, he has no income coming in.
Okay, I didn't mean to get to such a deep dark place.
No, it's cool.
Such a deep
cool. I pay my child support.
No, I'm not talking about you. I am not talking about you.
But look, a question about the Dame Dash
Incredible
situation,
headphones available at Radio Shack.
Yeah.
He had to deal with Radio Shack, remember? I know that's why you're done. Okay, great. On to other celebrity news. Tyrese is to play R&B legend Teddy Pendergrass. Teddy Pendergrass, one of my favorite old school R&B acts. I'm very excited for. Congratulations, Tyrese. You've been working
coming out on the other side because it wasn't looking too good for him.
That's what he said the problem would be. He's like, the only problem I'm gonna have is that hairline. I can't.
They have lace fronts for men. Okay,
Lord,
they have them now.
Yo, Peter Thomas, y'all, what's going on? Did hello? They said
what's going on with Peter Thomas?
They said he wrote some bad checks.
checks.
Yeah, I don't know. And then
he can't afford it.
Okay, on to the next. Dear Lord, baby.
So done with you. Oh my God.
You are super petty right now.
Cynthia, they put the elbow child support. Lord.
Yo, did you see? We were talking about Jordan Woods a few minutes ago.
Jordan Woods, Team Jordan versus Team Chloe.
Okay, but you saw Michael Rappaport on Ball Alert, right? Michael Rappaport was like, take them down. Take them all down. Take all of the Kardashians down. Take them down. Each one. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it kind of has shifted in Jordan's favor, man. Everybody's going in on the Kardashians, like posting Flashback Fridays of like Kim and Khloe with the game, insinuating that they both, slept around with him, and Malika got dragged. Lara got dragged, like for being Future's side piece while she was married. I mean, it's like y'all cannot talk crazy about Jordan. None of y'all. All the friends that are trying to defend the Kardashians are getting dragged.
So Rory, who was team? Was the majority? You can't tell us.
Majority was Team Jordan.
Really? Mm-hmm. I see why.
A couple people said Team Chloe though, and I was like, what? Why?
Well, they're brainwashed. Have you seen the Red Table Talk? Did anybody see the Red Table Talk?
Yes.
How was it, John?
It was
John Joy.
It was
New
interesting.
album on the way.
It was real interesting, but I've been Team Jordan.
You Team Jordan?
I think it's all publicity, and on top of that,
I'm Team Who Gives a Fuck.
Oh shit! Say it again.
It's like all of this big scandal, and she didn't have sex with him.
Yeah,
it was a kiss. Yeah. Fuck out of here. Time out. Put the camera on my face.
That's still wrong too.
I'm on Team Who Gives a Flying Fuck. My nigga, this is some normal middle school, high school shit that these motherfuckers is making such a big deal and tweeting. My nigga, come on, bro.
Be careful with the culture you create, Kardashians.
God, damn,
the culture you created, Kardashians, is a date whomever you feel like dating until you
supposedly
free game.
Hello.
Thank you, Sue.
That's how the Kardashians have been. Listen, karma
Hashtag
is
Sue Solo speaks.
Creating culture. By the way, this is a very disturbing subject I'm going to touch on, and I'm very disturbed. I watched Leaving Neverland, and growing up, with albums like Off the Wall, Thriller.
Damn.
And I mean, it was life changing to us kids back then. And apparently there's a couple of people that have come out and they're on this documentary talking about how he actually molested them. Now, this is part one that I saw, and I want to tell you specifically what they said he did. They said that he would ask them to spread their butt cheeks while he masturbated. He said that they would French kiss. They said he would jerk them off or make each other jerk off in front of them. Neither one of them has said they actually had intercourse, but they did have oral sex with him, that he liked his nipples sucked.
What the hell? Oh, damn the devil.
I mean, when I was listening to I kept getting up. Jessica was like, why are you walking around? I was like, they're talking about Mike. Like, they're talking about Michael Jackson. Like, I was so, like, my mind, and I and you know me. I know people. I have a very good understanding of energy, and when people align, the first dude, I gotta find his name. I believed him. And until I heard the Wade dude, who was a choreographer, who ended up choreographing, doing choreography for NSYNC and Britney and all these people. No, listen. He was saying the kind of same shit, and I felt like Wade, it was a little bit more. His mom she was kind of like an opportunist in the whole cycle, so I didn't really know about it. But the first dude, I'm talking about mind blow, and he looked fucked up, bags under his eyes, the way that he would shake. I guess Mike would buy him jewelry as a reward for sexual favor, and he had the little chest of jewelry. He's like, I can't even look at it, like it's taken. But he looked so convincing. So I had to call my friend O'Neal McKnight, who is Michael Jackson in his mind, and I was just like, dog, if you say I can't watch it.
I'm not watching it then.
I'm gonna watch it.
No, listen. No, you have to watch it.
You gotta watch it. You have to watch it.
No, you have to watch it. And then Oprah's doing some type of interview that's coming up too. They started out I don't know how involved she is with it, but I know she's doing, I think, something called After Leaving Neverland, and she's interviewing the people that were molested. I'm sorry. Not what's the word? Not molested. Allegedly molested. Please, let's
sexually assaulted.
Allegedly sexually assaulted. Mm-hmm. But when you think about how Michael Jackson changed his whole fucking face. Now, this is some real shit, and that
part bothered me though.
No, his entire time,
not even just his face, his skin tone.
Though, yeah.
He changed every physical
and they were showing
about him.
I remember
everything.
the nose part.
They were
too.
showing pictures, like I cringed, like I want to like it was scary. They were showing pictures of him like in bed, and he looked demonic. It was crazy. The picture they were painting, like I was pacing around the room, like oh shit, like. I can't get up. Like I couldn't get dressed. Like I was stuck, and I knew that I had to watch that before I came in here with y'all because it's gonna be the news, right? But I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then the freaky part was like the first boy who I believed, he was with him. Like I didn't really realize how much. Like he was in the Pepsi commercial. He took him all these places, like these big pop culture moments where they would have him on the news because there wasn't no social media. So you got what the news gave you. The white boy, little boy, it was with him every time. Every time. And the parents, oh my God, the parents were like, yo, like he was so nice. We were with him. He would fly us everywhere first class. In the first stage, we'd be there. But then our room wouldn't be on the same floor. Then our room would be on the other side. Then we weren't invited. Then it was like our son was almost like, no, don't come. And it was like the dude described them as being in a relationship, said that they got married basically. This is a child. Said that they got married basically and we're in this whole like fantasy land of comfortability between me and you. I'm looking at this shit like, what do you mean married? That's when he pulled out the rings. Like, yo, I have goosebumps talking about this. It is so disturbing to me.
I don't want to watch
But we heard the stories before.
Yeah, we heard them,
but then wait, but then they lost the thing in court. These two individuals in part one lost the thing in court. And then when Michael Jackson died, Wade had this big thing. I want to read it to you. Wade went public record and was like, yo, you have to hear this shit. And I'm talking about when you see this and you hear what he said and then you read something like this, the dude is like, I don't know. Like, it just seems so like premeditated. But the dude says, and I quote, Michael Jackson changed the world and more personally my life. He is the reason I dance, the reason I make music, and one of the main reasons I believe in the pure goodness of humankind. He has been a close friend of mine for 20 years. Now, mind you, he made this statement as an adult after all of the alleged sexual assault, whatever. His personal words of inspiration and encouragement and his unconditional love will live inside of me forever. I will miss him immeasurably, but I know that he is now at peace and enchanting the heavens with a melody and a moonwalk. This is from Wade Robson, whatever how you say his last name. And this so my thing is like you say that and you're like a whole human being, and then you go on this fucking 2019 documentary and you crucify the man that's dead. Wow. So I'm just like, it was such an emotional roller coaster because like I said, I believe the first dude, but he was the first interview. So I'm sitting there like clutching my chest. Then I'm watching Wade and I'm like, but so as I'm reading that, I'm hitting, Rob, and I'm like, yo, this dude Wade, like he's saying the same things as dude. He's like, it's rehearsed. Check this out. So that's when I read that. And that was on Forbes.
Wow.
So I'm just, I don't know. This like our superheroes are being torn down like in a major way.
If we find this to
He's
be
not here
true,
to defend himself. So.
He's not here to defend himself. But if we find truth to it, how do we handle it? Like, do we deal with this as
it's
as
the
an
same
R. Kelly
as
situation?
Right. What do we do?
Yeah, are we going to mute?
Nobody's
MJ?
muting
Are we
Michael
going
Jackson.
to mute Michael Jackson? Like, how does this happen?
That's a hard one.
They're not going to.
Saturday.
Well, you have to mute him if he did it to them. I mean, we'll never know.
Saturday at the brunch, these people came from. It was a big table from Chicago, and we did a nice little Chicago set for them. And they actually asked my DJ to play
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Oh, my
They
shit
they
deleted.
went to DJ Geronimo and was
Ain't
like,
even
"Yo,
possible.
play R. Kelly." And we just looked at each other like.
But that's the same for Michael Jackson. If
I'm
it
gonna
was
say
true,
I don't have it.
If it's right, if it's true, I can't have it at my events. I just can't. I can't.
Yo,
I'm just
and
gonna say
that's-
this is
that's
gonna be
like-
harder
It's
than
gonna hurt.
R. Kelly
that's way worse than
because
R. Kelly.
Michael
Way worse
Jackson
than
is
R. Kelly.
arguably
R. Kelly was easy for
maybe
me.
one of the biggest artists in the globe on the earth, like
Period.
to ever walk the earth.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
But if he fucking sexually molested
But I'm
child,
saying like it's gonna be some
Now, I
people.
feel
It's
you.
gonna be some people that's gonna be in denial. So no matter what
all Michael
said,
Jackson fans.
they're gonna be in denial. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
people
in
are gonna be
denial, and I saw the documentary, and words come out them little boys.
That's why I don't want to watch it.
They're now grown men.
Can't hide from the truth.
Facts.
But you gotta. That's such a block of your life. All
nigga, that
that
is-
music is a real.
I was born in the '80s, man. That's what it was. When he jumped up and just sat there for like what was it, a minute and a half? What was it, Super Bowl?
What? Stood there. They were like,
Just sat there. He didn't even fucking move, nigga.
Non-stop. He's
I
like,
remember
y'all
that
gonna
shit.
keep clapping.
You know
motherfuckers.
TiVo, cuz I was in the room like that right here.
Yeah.
Nigga, he ain't move, I ain't move. Nigga, I was in that bit like.
Like, what's up, MJ? What's up? What's good, MJ?
That was my favorite face that he had.
Oh, no,
That
he was
like,
cold.
He's like Sue color at that point.
I didn't recognize his face
At
after a
that
while.
point.
Right
I'm sorry.
before he turns, then he turns to your color.
It was
you know what?
It was so crazy.
Then that white paper towel over there. Get the
Yeah,
paper towel. Let me
I
see the
just
paper towel,
like
Joy.
I can't
Throw it to
remember
me.
any Black
Then he turned
History
to this
School
color right
play.
here.
I can't remember
This
not any
Michael
Black
is
History
crazy.
School play like honoring
No,
Michael
that
Jackson.
Michael looked
every
that
year.
shit
Michael is
crazy.
crazy.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this though, and this is another sad thing though. This is another sad thing though. Mike was fucked up though. Like you gotta think of the way his
No, he was,
father
he was.
treated
He
him.
fucked up. He got beat. He was beaten a lot. Now I know everything about this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I know everything about him. He was beaten as a kid. He
This
was
nigga
talked
got a
down
paper
on.
towel roll. and said,
That's what
"This
color Michael was.
Mike,
Put-
this nigga.
Put Michael's
can't.
most recent before he passed away.
Stop.
The little paper towel, same color.
Hey dog.
Bleach, nigga.
It's already
listen,
difficult having this conversation
I am
about MJ.
a
all right? We
huge
don't
Michael
gotta
Jackson
roast him
fan.
now.
I know the whole routine, all that shit. I used to lean forward.
Yes,
All that shit.
yes.
Yeah, you talking about?
Did you
I used to
fall?
hold on to the couch, nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
Lean forward. Take this picture, sis. Take this motherfucker.
We did the
picture, nigga.
Thriller dance and the Black History play at Grady High School
Oh
one
man,
year.
I had so
Nah,
many
man,
Michael
like-
Jackson
It was
moments in
endless. It was
school.
every year he was being honored. Like you could not have.
People cry when they see him. Like,
Yeah.
like people cry.
Pre-social media. I want to leave this on your frontal lobe. Oh, and I guess it's a question, right? Why are so many of our musical superheroes and superheroes in general so fucked up?
I told you that. I always say that. I always
Why?
say it's just I think it's a mental thing because you're so talented in one area. Because you know your brain is broken down in different parts. So
Right.
I ain't trying to get too.
No,
man,
give
Technical.
give
Got it.
philosophy.
your brain is broken down into certain parts. So when you're a genius in something, you lack in something else.
No, I hear that.
Like people in our industry, and look at the people in media. We lack sometimes in personal relationships because sometimes our partner is like, "Why do you go so hard doing that? You got the kids and all of that at the house." I be over here like, "Well, shit, goddamn, shit. Jesus called me. I gotta go to the studio. It's 5 a.m. I just take that straight to school in 20 minutes. When I
You
get
don't know
there.
how to communicate that properly.
You know what I'm saying?
to
It's hard.
them.
It's hard for us to communicate. Like
Yeah.
it's just hard for people when you're a genius in a certain field. Like look at Kanye. He's a fucking genius.
Right.
Kanye is a genius, my G. But his social skills are
Exactly,
terrible.
Right. It's horrible.
He can't authenticate or he can't communicate his real thoughts in a way that people can identify.
Mm-hmm.
He just says whatever the fuck he wants to say. Him and Trump probably cool. That's cool, bro, if Trump is your friend. But my nigga, all that extra shit you talking about and you're trying to communicate to us? No,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I try to go to a place of like understanding, right? Like, you wanna say, okay, let's embrace the genius, but the other shit is sometimes unforgivable. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder, like in Mike's case, Mike was brought up fucked up. His father was a cold one. Then he on the road though. So as a child, you're out here with adults all the time. You know, he used to be in Studio 54.
He really had no childhood.
And he didn't have a child. And he had women dealing with
throwing
him.
themselves
at him at a young age
I wanted
too.
somebody to ask that question in a documentary. Have y'all ever seen him get some pussy? Like, I mean, no, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying, because we hear stories, but I've never heard a woman. I've never heard a woman say she had sexual intercourse with him or had a sexual
Besides
experience.
remember when he put the baby over the balcony? Oh, Lord.
Yeah, but I want to know that. Like, are any women coming forward saying that Mike slayed? I'm curious.
Where you at, sis?
Yeah, please.
Come out.
I'm talking about Black. I think Black Mike probably slayed some vagina before.
I think that when he came into the game, there were older women that started. Yeah, I think they had women having
Black
sex
Mike,
with him.
he probably slayed some vagina. I don't know about this Mike.
It wasn't Rock With You, Black Mike. I think it was before that, Black Mike.
Yeah, I'm about to say it had to be Jackson 5.
Yeah, it was Jackson 5.
Black
Mike.
It was older women trying to come
Black
up,
Mike.
and they
because
was
off the
having
wall
sex with him.
on, he started changing.
That's why I say, listen,
Rock With You, Mike was already
Negro
gone.
Mike was killing some vagina. I'm telling you.
All right, now it's time for Baller Mail.
Message.
Because we're never going to get this Michael Jackson story over with if we don't. Part 2 of the documentary is on the way, y'all, so stay tuned. We're going to talk about it some more. Rory?
This was crazy in my DMs. Peach Kiss was happening. Also, you could also...
How she feel about you
can
get married now?
Hey, man.
Oh, my.
It's life, man. I don't know. Put Bay on the screen real quick. All right,
Put it
take
back
away.
on the screen for confirmation.
All those Baller Nation, those real Baller Nation fans.
Feel free to DM me your personal baller mail if you got some relationship questions or issues at Ferrari Simmons on Instagram or peachkiss@baller.com. All right, dear Baller Alert, I need some advice. I'm just going to cut to the point. Me and my boyfriend have been dating a year. We have a 6-year age gap. I am 19, he's 25. We communicate well. We have a strong relationship. The only thing is he doesn't know what time to return home. If he tries to come in past 1 a.m., my door is locked. He says it's drastic, but I don't think so. I don't care for the nightlife because I'm in the military. Don't smoke and would rather enjoy time. But he likes to smoke and party till 4 a.m. Am I wrong for what I do?
Absolutely, you're wrong. If you're in a relationship with somebody that's in nightlife and they come home at 5 in the morning to a locked door.
No, I don't think she said he's in nightlife. He just enjoys nightlife. He likes to go out and smoke and party.
No, he just enjoys nightlife.
Oh,
He's just going out.
partying. How old is he?
He's 25, she's 19.
Or he's 24. I think
he's 20. It's a
25.
6 year. Pull it back up.
So what do you think?
25.
He's wrong?
He's 19. She's 19.
No,
he's 25.
At 25, I was kicking it strong.
Yeah, I don't think he's wrong for hanging out. I think she is wrong for communicating her issue that way. Like, you cannot lock somebody out of the house because they're doing something that you know they enjoyed when you met them. But I do also think that he should probably be a little bit understanding of what her concerns might be. But I mean, what's the compromise to that?
Man,
like,
listen,
how did you meet him?
Listen, y'all just break up
in the club.
Yeah, y'all not gonna work out. It's
this
not gonna
work.
It's not gonna
he
work
like
out.
to smoke.
Let him
and
enjoy
get high.
himself.
You over here in the military.
In the military, serious as hell.
Going to bed by 11 p.m., locking the door. That ain't gonna work.
Ain't gonna work.
Because he come. First of all, he coming home from the club high. You know, he trying to get some ass.
Yeah, he wants some cut.
He wants some cut. And you over here locking the door, nigga. Shit.
That's juvenile.
Yeah, no, it's a little immature.
Don't let
for
it
her
be
to
the
handle
off
it
the
that
dresser
way.
type of box. He gonna kick the door in. 4 a.m. He going in.
She can't even go to the club. Though. That's the thing. She can't even hang out with him.
He gonna find some other box.
Okay.
Did they live together? I'm sorry. Did they live together?
Yes, they live together.
Yeah, lock me
but
out
like
my
she
house.
she can't even go to the club with him though. So that's a thing that she can't even try to do with him.
She lock him out.
To.
Where you gonna go?
She's wrong for locking him out. Yeah, I agree. She's wrong for locking him out.
Y'all break up, man.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't.
Unless you talk to him and then he says, "Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna do it no more." But then now he's not gonna be happy.
If it comes back, it's yours, and that's how you know.
That shit ain't gonna work.
He said off the dresser.
Let it go.
Unless you got that off the dresser box.
It might be a little difficult.
Right.
Might be a little difficult.
And now it's time for comment creeping.
Creep, creep. Paying from his full time. Creep, 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 creep.
Comment creeping, y'all. Okay.
Come on, Sue.
This is probably a little bit not surprising. If you guys follow Love and Hip Hop, then you know that Jocelyn and Stevie J and Faith is just Stevie. I think it's about to be a situation. But anyways,
the Atlanta Triangle.
We posted our ballerific couples on the Ball Alert page like we always do, and the first photo was of Stevie J and Faith. We're gonna put that on the screen for y'all.
Stevie.
And here is the wonderful, animated, beautiful Jocelyn in the comments. She says, "So sweet of my baby daddy and his wife. Someone tell her to keep an eye on him when he calls me to see my butthole in the AM."
Damn. Lord, I think Stevie probably was drunk.
I think it's going down on Love and Hip Hop ATL this next season.
Wait. Why would she do that though? Why? No.
Are you surprised?
Jocelyn is crazy.
I'm confused though.
No one's
I'm
surprised.
confused. So wait,
What
so
up,
you're
homie?
saying he basically drunk texting her or sexting her?
I said that.
I don't know what he's doing. Yes, he.
I said
You know her.
maybe-
You know her, Rory.
I know
please.
both of them.
Come on. I
I'm
know.
cool with both of them.
I feel like
Unfortunately.
Stevie J and Jocelyn will never stop having sexual intercourse. I feel like their sexual chemistry is very strong.
How you seen them?
I just when I see them out in public, like of course I've seen them in nightlife.
She's like
so
a
many
man.
times.
She's like a little heavy. Like you know what I'm saying? She's like a little too present. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe so.
You kind of want a dainty woman when you.
No,
she's like
Stevie J seemed like he like it.
No, look, Jocelyn is
seem
a
like
damn
like it.
fucking lion. Like
Yeah,
she like.
she will
And
eat
Stevie
your
loves
skin.
it, which is why he
Yeah,
was
some guys
messing
like,
around
you
with
know,
her
women that are
for
aggressive.
as long as they were. Yeah, he loves it. So
I can't have no
think it's
woman
gonna take
with
a minute.
hands the size of mine.
They
I'm
not
just saying.
Oh my God!
On TV, I've never seen her hands
Now,
in
I ain't gonna
person,
lie.
think.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know Jocelyn to be a liar. Ooh. A lot of the times
It's a
I
big ass
But
Yeah.
sometimes
Woman take a nigga out
your
of there, you know what I'm
perception
talking
can be
about?
screwed. Like
You know?
sometimes you can have the wrong perception and really be thinking that you're telling. Of course, your perception is your truth. So maybe she's not coming off as like a crazy liar. But
I ain't gonna lie. Every time I see Jocelyn speak, and she's like, I don't know what to do, Stevie, or whatever. I just hear it. I don't know what to do, Stevie.
You know, she
Nigga, you
talk-
better get like I just see.
You know, she talks like that.
The man
Off
voice is
camera.
gonna come out. What, she got
That's
deep?
her.
She got deep voice?
No, I'm just saying she the accent.
I'm sorry, I'm just
is-
curious.
no, that's her accent. Yeah,
I'm just playing,
Of course, she
Jocelyn.
talks like that off camera.
But then you know,
No, no.
I don't know, man. Hey, man.
I'm just hoping on
I
the
hope it
next
ain't true,
season
okay?
of Love and Hip Hop
hope it
ATL
ain't
that
true.
you guys don't make us look crazy out here, please.
But he wants to see your butthole. That's what she said?
I hope it's not true.
Saying they
I hope it's not
got
true.
some crazy sexual chemistry. They be doing stuff. They be doing all the yaminery.
Yo, Stevie done turned a couple of them out. Y'all remember they
Seriously.
doing the what?
All the yaminery.
Yeah, come on, give me some.
They were already talking about it.
Whose phrase is that?
Get it back. They were already talking about like all the crazy sexcapades that they have. Like we know that it's not a secret.
But
So
Stevie,
I just feel like they're so
Stevie's
connected.
been like that. His history with women, he's turned. You know, he had
He's
Eve.
freaky dicky.
Remember
Yeah.
Eve that had the sex?
Yeah, he's freaky. He likes sex.
Hey, Eve got a nice little husband now. Out the way, huh?
He looked like
Fabulous
that
husband.
paper towel.
Ooh. Right here. I'm not racist, though.
That was a joke, Max. I love you.
I'm sorry.
No,
You know,
no, Max has got a bag. Though. That's that Gumball 3000.
Yeah, oh yeah,
one.
oh yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I think
You can afford that $300,000.
I think that's
child
storyline
support.
shit. I think that's storyline shit for Love and Hip Hop.
Absolutely storyline for sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
They smart.
All right.
They probably had a conversation about it.
And now it's time for Confucius Said. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel you need this for your spirit. It's one of my favorite quotes ever, and it goes a little something like this. Sometimes you have to leave everything you know to get where you're going. I'm going to let that sit in your soul today. Go forth, Baller Nation. We love you. Peace.
The dream is real.